So there's some additional ingredients that if you are using the right pH at the right percentage, you can actually get even more benefit from peels besides just the things that we traditionally know in terms of cell turnover, lifting the cells. You can have additional things that actually moves into that longevity space. This really interesting thing that we're talking about, as I mentioned, I live in San Francisco. Longevity, thinking about the 12 hallmarks of aging is really one of the hottest topics here in Silicon Valley. And so some studies came out that actually showed, multiple studies, that in a pH between 3 and 4, alpha hydroxy acids could actually support cellular metabolism. In addition, they can improve mitochondrial ATP production. This is important because mitochondrial health is one of those 12 hallmarks of aging that we now understand are reproducible. And if you can reverse those 12 hallmarks of aging, you can actually make the skin and the body, depending on what organ system you're working on, healthier and last longer. In addition, in that pH between 3 and 4, you can induce apoptosis on cells that are already unhealthy and senolytic cells. That means they actually are senolytic and can go after senescent cells. I'm going to go a little bit more into senescent cells in just one moment and why we want to actually get rid of senescent cells. In addition, I love lactic acid because of the fact that it is also able to be beneficial for mitochondrial dysfunction, especially when it's age associated. And I do think that mitochondrial health is going to be one of the absolute hottest topics when we're talking about skin health going forward, as well as when we're talking about the body as a whole organ system. So it is one of those 12 hallmarks of aging. And then again, lactic acid also beneficial for premature cellular senescence. And then, as I mentioned before, because lactic acid is part of the natural moisturizing factor, that sponge inside the cell that actually holds onto water, it can be quite hydrating. One of the reasons why I actually really like to use lactic acid, especially for more mature skin. Now, the additional thing to think about is we understand that exogenous acids can actually improve barrier function and are important for microbiome balance. And the microbiome being in a healthy place is also one of those 12 hallmarks of aging.